Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And as always, we'll hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Shields. The layup off target. One-on-one fast break. Pass to De Silva. Three-pointer. Traps in the tray.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's Balmora. And here is Mirotic. Shields. No good on the triple. Left side, Edwards. Lucic uses the glass to finish the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that. Yeah, a bit of a slow start here. They're 0 for 4 to begin the game.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. Coach said he knows the obstacles of playing against Paul George. He told me, you know he's going to have his fingerprints all over this game on offense and defense. Our goal will be to minimize how often we let him disrupt our game plan. We'll see how long they can keep George out of the picture. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Yeah, and sometimes that's just how it goes. But also, we got to give credit to the defense. They're not making it easy out there.
6 to shoot. They set the pick. Here's Edwards. It's tipped. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. It's stolen by Edwards. And here's the break. Stops, pops, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. 8 points for him.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
The shots are certainly falling for him here in the early stages.
Now here's Edwards. Rebounded by Balmora. Great finish!
Oh, my.
And it is flushed down with a nice jam. They get the rebound to the wing right side. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. For 3. De Silva with the rebound. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Buries it from three-point range.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
Here's Balmora. He has yet to score.
Oh, nice job protecting the rim. Turning an easy bucket into a miss.
Edwards inside. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Edwards defending. To stop the run. Misses in close.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Oh, they keep the ball out of the cylinder, but pick up a foul in the process. 2 shots at the line.
He gets right to the rim, but the defense there to deter him.
The first one falls.
Taking 2 shots.
And so he makes both from the line. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first. Brooks against Edwards. Here's McCormick, the rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. "16 seconds left in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Nice jump shot. Good. 10 points for him.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking.
And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. They lead by 12. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they've dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And they'll get another chance. Shields down to 5 on the shot clock. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. 3 on 3. Hands it from downtown.
Yeah, D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Rejected by Booker. Goes back up. Good. He hits the jump shot. Shot clock at 5. Got it off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, Commissioner Silver has been direct. The NBA is hoping for more competitive All-Star games. I've said as much before, but last year's high-scoring All-Star game did precede the league's not-so-subtle move to cut down on foul calls and allow for more defense overall. They are trying to get it right. Kevin?
And it couldn't be a great game without defense, so we like the direction. DA, thank you. Shields gets the jumper from the corner to fall. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. A steal. Napier covering. That's tipped. And that one ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. Here's Bomar.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
First trip to the line for him here. First free throw is good. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. We've seen the NBA feature several overseas games, Greg, the last couple years. Always growing the sport, aren't they?
And I know the fans love it. There's nothing quite like seeing an NBA game in person and expanding that opportunity. Always a plus.
1:51 left to play in the first half. Mirotic, the screen. There's the 3. Another miss. His 6th of the night after 6 shot attempts. Here's Napier. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Napier's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Don't you love the chemistry? Those guys work so well together in the open floor.
Here's the lob to the hoop.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Pass to Mirotic. Mirotic, the screen. To halt the run, hits the front of the rim and out.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the court.
It would take a major comeback for them to get back into this game.
And the chances of that happening don't look good.
On Wednesday and then on Friday.
And guys, one thing about road trips like this one, they'll be seeing this as a chance for the team to come together. It might be a bit of a silver lining for a trip that doesn't always provide a lot of success.
Edwards' shot is good.
And there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
They grab their own miss. We've got 28 seconds left in the first half. Shot clock at 6. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
From deep three-point land, Mirotic grabs the miss. Mirotic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Balmore. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided, delivering the blowout. And we'll return shortly.
You take a look at the home team, they've been stuck in the middle tier. Not good enough to challenge for a chip, but not bad enough to get a high.
Now let's talk about that lopsided first half. Obviously a lot of work to do for the visiting team. And that is our...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Here's Brooks. It's hauled in by Edwards.
Oh, you got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Here's the 3. Drills the three-pointer. He's got 13.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
There's a good screen. Driving the lane. Out to Edwards. Lucic. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. Brooks for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Brooks has got his first 3 points of the game.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Old team foul. Lucic. First personal foul. First team foul.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. They are enjoying a commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
They set the pick. Fires the 3. McCormick with the rebound.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Jacks up a 3. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting very healthy, 6 for 9.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Going inside, and the layup's good off the glass.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Clock at 6. Lets the three fly. Doesn't go for him. On the wing, Brooks. Off target from outside. And they've had a tough time scoring in the half court.
Credit the defense for making it hard on them. They've done a great job of disrupting the timing and spacing of their offense.
And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Puts up a three.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
He misses that time, but only 5 misses in his 11 shots from the field as he's 6 of 11.
Well, he saw the defender back, and he got the look he liked from 3 and capitalized.
Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. And the layup is good. He's got 7. Here's De Silva. Hits the three-point bomb.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Brooks against Edwards. Brooks, the pass to McCormick. And that one is stuffed right through.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Fires from way outside. McCormick with the rebound.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. Might not always fall.
That's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
The away team. Quizair. 2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
41 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Six on the shot clock. There's the screen. Connects from three-point range.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Pushing it up. Puts up a three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Napier's got 7 points.
Well, they've won the battle of transition buckets, and those easy points have helped them build this lead.
Yeah, they did a great job of controlling the pace throughout the game and keeping the defense on their heels.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been... Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammates.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And it's Napier missing. Here's Balmore, and he's good on the 3-ball.
Yeah, and they are living and dying from beyond the arc since halftime. It's a different look than what we saw in the first half.
Beyond the arc. Doesn't go that time. Napier covering. Shields. Off target from 3-point range. Giffey. There's the steal. Here's the break. Shields. Drops in the tray off the fast break.
And what started it all, terrific anticipation on the defensive end.
Well, as a coach, you're always telling your guys to play hard. That's what we mean.
Here's Mirotic. He takes it in, and Mirotic throws it down.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Naked. First personal foul. First team foul. Now into the lineup for your home team.
Swiped it away. One-on-one here for three. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Here's Paul Morrow. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
Sinks the three-pointer.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look for him.
To the left side wing. Mirotic, the screen. Shields.
Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense.
Pass to De Silva. Here's the screen. Up again. Can't get the putback. Something we're used to seeing here in the NBA, Coach. Retired players being critical of the younger generation. What's your assessment?
I think it's unfortunate, Kevin. I really do. I think the approach should more be from the retired players. They should have an appreciation of what they built and really enjoy the accomplishments of the current players. And then on the other hand, the current players need to look back and respect the foundation that those former players built for them.
Takes the three. Good on the triple.
And he is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Hits it from three-point range.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Pass to Balmoro. Three-pointer. De Silva with the rebound. From deep. Rebounded by Balmoro. .44 seconds left in the game. Can't hit the corner three.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Here's the triple. The shot, no good. An easy 2 points on the layup. 24 seconds left to play in the final quarter. From deep three-point territory. That one doesn't drop. Out to the right wing. From downtown.
Shields.
From deep three-point territory. And so the home crowd treated to a win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy.
Welcome, everyone. What better way to end the weekend than the NBA on 2K Sports? Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Here's Vazinkov. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Here's Edwards. Lets the three fly. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Guarded by Edwards. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Now here's Edwards. That three's off the mark. Outside Fournier. First quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Papanikolaou, and he goes in for the dunk.
Well, there's an all-around aspect to Evan Fournier's game, and a really smart decision with the ball there.
There's the three, and that won't fall for him. He's 0 for 2. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. Yeah, guys, Coach mentioned how Domantas Sabonis can be a game wrecker in the paint. Coach told me we need to get big bodies on Sabonis and force him outside, make him move around. We need to knock him off the blocks if we can. So it sounds like the defensive game plan may revolve around Sabonis, guys.
Allie, thank you. No good on the triple.
Just one made field goal in 5 tries. Not a good start.
From the arc. De Silva with a rebound.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
This one for 3. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
He's got a sweet stroke from long range. Plenty of bigs do now.
Guarded by Edwards. Inside. 5 to shoot. Fournier for 3. That one won't fall. He's 1 for 3 on the day.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Edwards looking it over. And there's a pick. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Well, get it inside to a quality scorer and let this guy do his thing.
Outside Fournier. 1:49 left to play in the first quarter. Nails it from 3. Fournier's got 5 now.
Well, you love the leap that Fournier has taken in this area. This guy a very dangerous shooter.
Fournier covering. Driving inside. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
This is a quarter he'd rather forget. This guy just can't seem to get the lid off of that bucket.
On the wing, Fournier puts up a 3. Offensive board. Has to fall. On target from range.
Well, he showed right there. This guy capable of making shots, especially if you leave him that wide open.
Fournier covering. Now Edwards. It's hauled in by Fall. On the wing, Fournier. 5 points in the game. Count it. Good.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Here's the pick to halt the run. He misses it. 0 for 5 and looking off his game right now. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Got it up. Ooh,
The officials will have 2 minutes to review the play.
and indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
Yeah, the replay makes it obvious. I mean, he got that shot off in time. It should be an easy decision for the officials.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
To the inside. Here's Peters. Oh, Bucker with a block. Here we go. And it's off from 3-point range. Here's Dorsey. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
And he drops the first.
2 shots.
So he gets them both. And he drops it in from the low post. Here's Evans. Out to the right wing. Here's Dorsey. And off target. He starts the game 0 for 1. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. And Booker with the jam.
A great read between those 2 guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These 2 teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Out to the right wing. The shot. Offensive rebound. Off with the layup. Second quarter of basketball. Just over a minute and a half played so far. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
Pass to Dorsey. And the layup falls. Dorsey's gotten his first bucket of the night.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Now here's Napier. He's closely guarded. And there it is for him.
And their shots are dropping with more consistency now.
Here's Evans. He's guarded by Napier. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
There's a screen. Shot clock at 6. There's the drive.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. Launches a 3. And that one fall for him. He's 0 for 2. On the break. Now here's Booker. Defense right on him. 4-3. Another shot. Sinks the tray. 5 points in the game.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
To end the run. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
And the first one at the line is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Napier. Sinks it from distance. Napier's got 5 points now in the quarter.
After an okay first quarter of shooting, they've really turned it up offensively. I like where they're headed right now.
From deep. The shot by Dorsey, no good.
I know he wants to answer the three that was just made on the other end, but he can't let that affect his judgment. He's got to find the best shot possible.
Outside Napier. There's 37 seconds left in the second period. Here's Evans. He's guarded by Napier.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
29 seconds left to play in the half. All sorts of time. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
They set the pick. Here's Evans. He drops it from range. Evans has got his first 3 points of the game.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens. Yeah, that's exactly how to end the half on a high note. Tacking 3 points onto this lead at the horn. The mood in each of those locker rooms will be very different.
Welcome.
These guys have made a great case all season long, Shaq, and now they're processing things even faster, making even better decisions.
And let's dig into the first half now. Things looking pretty good for the home team.
I love the depth of this.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time.
And so we wrap up the first half, leading by 6. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Guarded by Edwards. Here's Papanikolaou. And the layup is good off the glass. Outside Edwards. Right wing. Drops in the 3. 9 points in the game.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Outside Fournier. Fires the 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Fournier's got 10 points in the game.
When you make a 3 on him, Fournier wants a little payback, and he gets it.
Fournier covering. Fires the 3. The rebound by Vezenkov.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Lays out, and the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Fournier up top. He's got 10. Here's Papanikolaou. Pass to Fournier. Shot clock at 5. Lets it go from deep. Can't get it to drop. The 3. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. And that one drops.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
A tight game here in Utah. Pass to De Silva. Outside Edwards. Here's De Silva. Fades back. They get it again. The putback is no good. Guarded by Edwards. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
First personal foul, first team foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
0. 2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. They set a pick. Let's go with a 3. The shot won't fall. Here's Papanikolaou. He's got 6. Pass to fall.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Fournier with the ball. Guarded by Edwards for the lead. And Fournier gets a 3. Fournier's got 6 in the quarter.
If you give Evan Fournier the kind of space necessary, he will drain it on you. That's pretty.
Count that bucket. He has 7. We've seen 5 lead changes so far. Neither team able to pull away.
Yeah, this game just feels like it's going to come down to the wire.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Here's Papanikolaou. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Launches it from deep. Gets the 3 to fall.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
And 1:01 left in the third. Guarded by Edwards. Here's Papanikolaou. Just 5 to shoot. Call no good.
Boy, he really wanted that shot, trying to make the defense pay for leaving him that wide open.
Pass to De Silva. Fournier covering. Here's De Silva. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end. Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
He was all alone on that one.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Up by. Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Pass to Napier. There's the screen. Just 5 on the clock. The three. He can't get it to go. Here's Evans. No good from outside. They're just trying to hold on to this lead, Grant.
And right now, you just can't afford to be careless.
And Booker with the jam.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
Here's Evans. He's guarded by Napier. Here's Dorsey. Releases from the wing and drills it.
And coming down the stretch, you just can't afford that type of defensive breakdown.
And right now, neither side can get a stop. Looks like both coaches will have plenty of material for the film room.
Pass to Napier. Outside for Booker. Hits a three-pointer.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
To the wing, right side. Over to the left wing. Here's Dorsey. Three-pointer. Pass to Evans. From behind the arc. To the right side. Tries again. And he takes it up and lays it in.
Hey, clashes with the larger defender and makes maybe the biggest shot of the game.
Well, he knows how much was riding on that possession. You get the sense he relishes the chance.
To the left wing. Back to Napier. And the shot goes.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Here's Evans. He's guarded by Napier. Here's Peters. Oh, Booker with a block. And that's out of bounds. It was last touch by Booker. Stripped it away. In transition. And Booker with the jam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience. Well, the defense wants to keep the ball out of that area. Why? Because if it gets in there, most players are going to finish.
And they go to the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
We've got 1:48 left in the fourth. Fournier covering. Launches it. Buries it from three.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's De Silva, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And he's playing the game with a certain flair right now.
Oh, he caps off the move with a little hang time on the rim. Here's Papanikolaou. Outside Fournier. Three-pointer. They grab their own miss. 55 seconds left in the final quarter. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
When Evan Fournier is this assertive, because he's got such a versatile game, he is hard to slow down.
And they call an illegal screen here.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
It's great to see a fantastic block on replay once again.
Oh, amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
Has to fall. Soft touch off the glass. 30 seconds left in the fourth. I think a bucket here, Grant, would end this game.
Absolutely. That would put a bow on this one.
Oh, didn't think that was going in.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Fournier for three. From beyond the arc and then some. Here's De Silva. Misses there. And so they get the victory here at home. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves. But at the end of the day,
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. This is Kevin Harlan. I'm joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Evan Fournier, and it's Vezenkov in at the four-man position.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Plays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
Shields. Kept alive. Another shot. He takes it up and lays it in.
How about the level of activity this dude just brings to the glass? Just refusing to give up on plays, and his teammates, trust me, they appreciate the effort.
Off with the layup. Fast break, here we go. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Right now, they are humming along. 3 of 4 to start this game.
Outside Fournier. Pass to Fall. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The first one falls. And he makes both free throws. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Chalk up 2 there.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Shoots it up. Cans the shot with nobody near him.
Out to a hot start. 4 makes and 5 shots to begin this ball game.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. And when I asked Coach about his top priority of this game, he said, without hesitating, containing Sabonis. He added, he's a skilled low-post player who plays with a lot of power. And when he's not scoring, he's making plays for his teammates. So the defense has its work cut out for them. Guys?
Thanks, David. Really left alone that time. 5 points in the game.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Outside Fournier. Here's the floater. Good.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. And the three ball is good.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive three balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Launches a three. Pass to Vizenko. And here's Fournier. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the three off target. To the inside. And he dunks it down.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. With the shot. Out left to the wing. Second shot opportunity. It's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. .56 seconds left to play here in the first. The visitors with the ball. It's a 10-point game. Pass to Papanikolaou. Takes it off the glass.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Ball stolen.
Home team foul. Palmero. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
And here's Evans outside. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
At the line for your home team.
Both shots good from the stripe.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Fires it up. Misses the jumper.
See, that miss right there. It's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Up by 7. After this break, we'll be back with the... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
Peters kicks to Dorsey. Got a hand on it. It's 2-on-1. To the paint. Down low. It's deflected. And they get it back. Shot clock at 2. McCormick's shot is off. Evans feeling it out a bit. Here he goes. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Evans has got his second bucket of the night. Evans has gone 2 for 4 so far here tonight. And we played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. And that's going to be out of bounds. They'll keep possession. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They're holding tight, still looking for ways to move up.
When you look at this visiting team, they're one of those teams that people seem to underestimate. Not expecting to be this high on the list at this point in the year.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Inside. Oh, wow!
That is powerful.
And an out-of-this-world reverse jam. Woo.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
It's good.
No settling for an outside shot there. They went right to the hoop.
Here's Dorsey. The basket good off the assist from Evans.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
There's the pick. Pass to Brooks. For the three. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MOB, physical, get in position for the putback and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Evans has gone 67% from the field, 4 of 6. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. It's good from long range.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to see it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
To the middle, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
They set the pick. Three-pointer. Peters with the bucket.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Here's Gozer. Brooks outside. To the paint. A nice shot by McCormick.
It's harder to thread those passes inside, but the reward is evident.
58 seconds left in the first half. Evans kicks to Peters. Misses the three.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time. Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Evans has got 11 points in the quarter.
I'll be honest, he's having a better quarter than a lot of my nights back when I played.
Pass to McCormick. That shot is no good, and he's 1 for 3 from the floor. That's tipped. There's 21 seconds left in the second quarter. There's a screen. Here's Quizzer, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now, and he makes the first. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Yep, that one goes in there.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
And the last second attempt doesn't fall. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. They're up by 4. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
That'll do it for our show tonight.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. To the right side. Ball's knocked loose. Pass to Vezenkov. Off target with his three.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
They've got Fall, and it's Fournier in at the shooting guard. Here's Fall. Fournier with the ball. Still without a basket.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Pass to Mirotic, and finished off by Mirotic.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Sinks the triple. He's got 10.
Proving once again, he is one of the best shooters in the league.
And it's blocked.
And they have been cold coming out of the break, only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up.
Here's Balmaro. He's guarded by Fournier. Shields. Rebounded by Papanikolaou. Here's Fall. Covered by Mirotic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
First personal foul, first team foul.
And he can't get the first one.
At the line for the away team. Fall. Taking 2 shots.
And the second free throw, good. And so here's the home team. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam. Offside Fournier. Banked in off the glass. They set the screen to the inside. And he goes in for the dunk.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. And it goes down 2 points. Here's Balmaro. No scoring in this one. Inside. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
Pass to Fall.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the third quarter. Fournier for 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. Fournier's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big-time mistake.
Here's Vezenkov, and stolen by Mirotic. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Tipped away. They push it up 4 on 3. Shields. And that one off the back of the rim and in. He's got 14.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
.54 seconds left in the third. Pass to Balmaro. Buries it from 3-point range.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Here's Vezenkov. Here's Papanikolaou. Fournier for 3. The shot, no good. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside Mirotic. 17 seconds left here in the third quarter. Just 5 to shoot. With the floater, and the shot goes down. 6 seconds left to play here in the third. Fournier, that's for 2. Jump shot is good. Fournier's got 7. The shot that time, not on target. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Brooks against Evans. Here's Cozier. And that one is hammered home.
Oh, my. He's just getting nasty on him now, fella.
You know, now that they've built up a lead, this is when he really breaks out the really slick moves.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And it's off from three-point range. Here's Dorsey. Offensive rebound. Peters kicks to Dorsey. And the wide-open shot from Evans gets the three-pointer to fall.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Deep 2 from Brooks. Money from the wing. Brooks has got his first basket. Guys, nothing has really come easy for him today.
Yeah, definitely not their best basketball.
That one goes. Count it.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
He's going to keep putting up shots regardless of the score. That's the kind of player he is. And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Nice shot by Evans.
And now with 2 3-pointers in each half, he's really doing his all to help his team out from deep.
Here's Cozier. Here's McCormick. 6 to shoot. There's the pick. A second chance effort. It's hauled in by Dorsey.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Here's Peters. The quick look, no good that time. Peters has gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Fires for 3. Nailed from three-point land.
There was a time you could get yelled at for taking a 3 like that, but now it's a great decision, and it paid off.
Here's Evans. Pass to Peters. Lets it go from deep. That one misses.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Out to the right wing. A three-pointer is right on target.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've pretty packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. You got to at least show a little heart out here.
Here's Evans. No good with the layup. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
That's a jump ball.
To the wing on the left. This one for 3. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
They set the screen. Left side, Mirotic. Covered by Evans. Shot clock at 6. Driving to the basket. And so out of bounds it goes. And they'll keep possession. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Count it.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Takes a 3. He's off on that one. Outside Mirotic. Offensive rebound. Shields covered by Evans. Mirotic, a screen on Evans. Offline with his 3. And stolen by Mirotic. A 3 ball. Pass to Dorsey. Lets it go with a 3. Can't hit that one. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Shields. That 3 off the mark. From deep, Evans. Rebounded by Balmoro. And here's Mirotic from beyond the arc. And so they get the victory here at home. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game...
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry, our distinguished analyst. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Shoots. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Here's De Silva.
Yes, sir.
Oh!
That's what you tune in for right there. Wow. He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. They get it back. Out to the wing. They set the pick. Here's Balmaro. Knocks down the triple.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. We talked about star guard Trae Young, their biggest problem tonight. Coach said Young is one of the most explosive offensive guys in this league. We want to make him a volume scorer, force Trae into lower percentage looks. Should be a fascinating matchup, BA.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Just 5 to shoot. He takes it in. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. Drills it from deep.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
Guarded by Edwards. And it's blocked. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. To the paint. Launches a 3. Drains the triple. He's got 6.
That is a solid opening quarter right here. Very active and creating a lot of good opportunities for himself.
The 3 is up. Can't get it to go. Making him 0 for 2. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Now that's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
Can they get it? And can't get it. He's now 1 of 3. They set the screen. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunks.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Misses the 3. .152 left to play in the first. Shot clock at 5. Takes a 3. Pure from three-point range.
3 points.
I just love the ball movement.
Edwards gone 1 of 3 from distance. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
Pass to De Silva. From deep three-point land. And the shot's off. 1 for 2 in this one. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. So it's the home team now, trailing by 8. And there's the screen. Here's Balmaro.
It looks like they're sleepwalking through the first quarter.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. And I just love the energy they've showed on the defensive side of the ball, especially inside where they're putting up some major resistance.
To the wing on the left. Here's De Silva. They get it back. Second chance effort. Can't capitalize inside.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Pass to Balmaro. To the middle. And he dunks it down.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose to dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And that does it for the first quarter. Up by 6. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
He buries it from 3.
And guys, this is why coaches value playing with pace.
Kind of get a team defensively on their heels, and if you can keep pushing and keep attacking, they'd never find some kind of defensive balance to help slow you down.
Here's McCormick. Brooks outside. And stolen by Napier. It's a one-on-one situation. Pass to Booker. And here's Napier. Hey, from beyond the arc. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup. Napier's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Not always the best scenario, but in this game, pride takes over. You score on me, I'm going to come back and score on you.
Now here's Napier.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Personal foul. First team foul.
The home team on D. 9-point game. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Goes up on the wing. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one.
I admire the play call. They just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Hits the trifecta.
As a big, unless you're a dedicated rim runner, have to be some kind of threat from distance.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
That's pretty unselfish there. He sees that there's a better shot on the perimeter, and bang, just kicks it out.
Pass to Booker. Got it. Good job in the low post. Booker's gotten his first points in this one.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Back to Brooks. Here's the three. Goes back up. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. And Brent, you look at the greater parity around the league. One factor, rebuilding teams can't hoard cap space like they once did.
Yeah, BA, so much tougher for teams to absorb these huge contracts in exchange for picks. So now you've got to use that cap space from day one, jump on the guys that you think are going to propel your team and hope for the best.
On target from range.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Pass to McCormick. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
I think everyone in here felt that dunk.
No question. That is a power-packed windmill jam. Wow.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one. The D is there, but not present enough. And you can't just be there. You got to disrupt and get in the face of the shooter.
And we've got 1:18 left in the first half of this game. Clock at 6. Here's Napier. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
I'll tell you what, they are on fire this quarter, taking total command of this game.
Lays it up and banks it in.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the three ball.
There's 47 seconds left in the second. Misses from short range. There's the three. That shot off.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
And stolen by Booker. The three is up. Knocks it down from distance.
And you know, in this quarter, they've really brought up their shooting percentage.
Oh, they get a hand on it. Here's McCormick. Oh, powered down with both hands.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Oh, what an incredible end to the quarter.
Wow, incredible indeed. Waits until the very last second to let it fly.
Woo. Oh, man, that's got to be frustrating for the defense, too. You just give up momentum like that at the end of the quarter.
Well, I think for the home team, I've always loved when I started the season at home. I'd be eating good, I'd be dominating down low.
And let's talk now about the game we've been watching. What a terrific first half for the visiting team. Appreciate you joining.
And that concludes the first half. They lead by 12. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
De Silva, no good. De Silva's gone 1 for 4 from the field. There's a screen. No good on the shot. Edwards looking for an opening. Here's the break. From outside the arc. De Silva with the rebound. De Silva's got 4 rebounds now. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. To the left side wing. And he gets that one. Give him 8.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Here's Balmaro. There's a screen. Down low. And they're on the break.
You have to be kidding me.
Wow, that's how you take things into your own hands. Edwards has gone 2 of 4 so far tonight. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Pass to Balmaro. Over to the left wing. From the arc. And they recover it. And a miss there on the triple. And they're running. And he lobs it up top. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. From deep. They get the rebound. Here's Mirotic. The jumper from the wing off target.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Off target from outside. The 3 sinks the tray.
And he's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
And there's the drive. Pass to Edwards. Five on the clock. There's the triple. And it's Mirotic with the rebound. Edwards has got 1 3-pointer tonight so far in 4 tries. Kept alive. There's a minute 17 left to play in the third quarter. And the deficit down inside single digits. And there's the screen. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
Guarded by Edwards. Pass to Balmaro. Jacks up a 3. Offensive rebound.
Yeah, maybe a little luck, maybe a little bit of heart. Both of those at play here. He's getting every offensive rebound.
And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. 24 seconds left in the third. From deep 3-point range, sinks it. What range from downtown? He's got 11.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
To the paint. Here's Mirotic. And he jams it home with authority.
Oh, come on, B.A. I mean, where's the defense? That's just too easy.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job in help.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down.
And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. They're up. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
The passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
First personal foul.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. Into the lane. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Now here's Brooks. Shot's blocked. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Carries it down low. Brooks has got his first basket of the night. Oh, Brooks with the steal. No good with the triple.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Fires the 3. Outside Napier. 6 to shoot. Floats one, and he sinks the layup.
The floater can be a tricky shot, but that's the right choice.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Takes the 3. He drops it from range.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
The ball's knocked loose. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Now here's Brooks. He's guarded by Napier. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul, first team foul.
He misses the free throw.
Your home team, number 7. 2 shots.
That one's no good. And they're on the run. Here's Booker. Pass to Napier. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Substitution on the court.
We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
He's guarded by Napier. And Booker pulls it down. They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Andreas, number 13.
The three-pointer off the mark.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Fires from deep. Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight.
Well, he's very smart about spotting up in transition, and no one rotated over to contest that one.
Nails it from beyond the arc.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
They set the pick. 6 on the shot clock. And the ball goes out of bounds. Turned over.
Unforced turnovers. They'll drive your coach insane.
Number 11.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Out to the wing. Wide open. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Crashes the glass with authority, then puts it back strong.
Next level, man. This guy's just going out and making a play. Here's Mirotic. A minute 4 left in the fourth quarter. Lets it go from deep. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
That's a testament to the effort there on the boards. Never willing to give up on the possession, finding ways to sniff out the ball.
It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
Now, you can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
And they're on a big run to make this game interesting. Can't let up now.
Well, they stacked up everything to get to this point. Now they have to shift into overdrive.
There's 31 seconds left in the fourth. Count that one.
And not a moment to lose on this possession.
Time is not on their side right now. They're aware.
Fires the three. He connects. What a beautiful shot. Brings them within 3. And a big issue for them, turnovers.
Yeah, you just can't give away possessions in this league.
And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
And so it's a victory for the road team in this one.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Here's De Silva. Clock at 6. Outside Edwards. Baseline J on the way, and it's Vezenkov with the rebound. Edwards defending. Pass to Vezenkov. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
Boy, I tell you what, that's going to be like a pinball machine, the way that scoreboard's going to light up.
There's a screen. And off there, he misses his first shot of the night. Pass to Papanikolaou. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Drills it from outside.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Away team foul. Number 13.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Team foul. At the line for
and that one falls for Fournier.
And Fournier is highly skilled, a crafty European talent who's really fearless when it comes to shooting the basketball. Already a very confident player, knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Over to the wing. They set the pick. Lucic. He's guarded by Fournier. From outside the arc. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Fall. Oh, that's blocked. He's guarded by Fournier. Pass to De Silva. 6 on the shot clock. Got a piece of it. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And now the latest from our reporter, David Alden.
Kevin, thanks. Domantas Sabonis set the longest double-double streak in over half a century last season with 61 straight double-doubles. He said, "It's awesome to be mentioned with the greats. It's my job as a big man to get rebounds and to finish. At the end of the day, you're just out there to win." Kevin?
Thank you, David. That double-double streak was a blast to watch. Historic in so many ways.
Great activity level on the boards. Impressive. Wow.
Pass to Papanikolaou. Puts the move on. And the layup is up and in.
Gets the defender to sell out on the pump fake, then flips it in.
1:32 left in the first quarter. Edwards with it. Lucic dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down, hard, and simple.
Here's Papanikolaou. Down low. Here's Vezenkov. De Silva with the rebound.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm. I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
With the drive, pass to Fall. Outside Fournier. Fires from deep. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Over in the corner, Edwards. There's 31 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Fall with the rebound. Outside Fournier. Edwards with the block. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
Substitution on the court.
11 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Right wing. And stolen by Booker. Got it off in time. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. They're up by 3. And don't... And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Now, here's Napier. Tries the spin move. 5 to shoot. The trade. Peters grabs the miss. Here's Milutinov, and he jams it with authority.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
On Friday, then on Sunday. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. And here's Evans. Taken away. Booker looking around. Napier with it. He's against Evans. And the dunk by Booker.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
They set the pick. Pass to Napier. He tries for 3. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Napier's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Evans kicks to Dorsey. Kicks it out to Evans. Buries the long-range jumper. Evans has got 5 points now this quarter.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Over to the left wing. The 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Kiffey, covered by Evans.
2 minutes.
Shoots a 3, and the basket by Napier. Napier's got his second basket of the night.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Evans inside. Napier covering. Fires the 3. And it's Evans missing. 1:32 left in the first half. Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Here's Evans. Rejected by Booker. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker. A minute 20 left in the first half. Dorsey passes to Peters. 6 to shoot. Now Dorsey. Still yet to score.
And the outside game just not clicking for them tonight. That three-point percentage is up from where it was in the first quarter. Well, that ain't saying a whole lot.
Driving inside. Milutinov, and nothing is falling for him right now. Launches it. Evans with the rebound. From the arc. Out to the right wing. Here's Dorsey. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And they're pushing it up. We've got 22 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Stolen away. Rejected by Booker. And we finished one half of basketball. They're up by 7. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Hi, everybody.
You take a look at the visitors. I love it when the talking heads are wrong. And by talking heads, I mean the regional media. This team is...
And returning our attention to this game, an impressive first half for the visiting team.
They're passing on.
And that's a halftime.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. One half to go. Here's Vazenkov. They've got Fall, and it's Papa Nicolau in at the 3 spot.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Good on the three-point shot.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Here's the break. Giffey. Good on the triple.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Outside Edwards. Throws it up high. And here comes the break.
And this has been a comedy of errors. I mean, you can just add another one to the list.
He's guarded by Fournier. And the call will be against Fournier. That is his first foul of the game. And it seems each season more things can be subject to video review. Are you a fan of that, Greg?
You know, I'm a fan of keeping the game moving. I'm not sure I'd get rid of review, but I sure would like the league to find a way to speed them up. They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Here's Vezenkov. He's got 6. Shoots the 3. They get it again. The 3. He can't get that one to fall. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
To the left wing. From past the arc. De Silva with the bucket. De Silva's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
For 3, Fournier knocks down the 3-ball. Fournier's got 5.
Fournier saying, you sink one on us, I'm coming right back at you.
Pass to De Silva. Outside Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Fall with the rebound. Fall's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Fournier kicks to Papanikolaou. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 7 points in the game.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out. He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
He's guarded by Fournier. Pass to Edwards. They set the pick. The 3 connects from three-point range.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Out to the right wing. 51 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Here's Vezenkov. Edwards defending. Confident play we're seeing out of him.
Yeah, and the scoreboard tells the story.
And the space there, but it's offline.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
And he's good on the 3-ball. Fournier's got 6 in the quarter.
That's Fournier's specialty. the long-distance bomb that really hand-ties defenses.
Over in the corner, Edwards. Here's De Silva, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. Back to Napier. Pass to Dorsey. Evans outside. From downtown, the shot, no good. Evans has gone 2 for 5, shooting 40% from the field here. From outside the arc, traps in the tray.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Here's Dorsey. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. There's the pick. Three-pointer. Peters grabs the miss. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Peters has gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Covered by Evans. Here's Napier. And Booker kicks to Napier. Good. A nice assist from Booker.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Here's Dorsey. Pass to Peters. Driving in, and he banks in the layup.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Now Dorsey drains it from beyond the arc. Dorsey's got himself on the board with 3 there.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
And so they foul intentionally.
Team foul. Substitution on the court.
Napier feeling it out a bit. Booker finds Napier. Just 5 on the clock. Three-pointer on the way. Fall with the rebound. Fall's got his 5th rebound in this one. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. To the wing right side. Back to Booker. Lays it up and banks it in.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Outside Fournier. No good on the 3. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Lobbed up there for Booker. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Shot from the top of the key. He can't get that one. Think burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Napier with it. Pass to Booker. Rebounded by Papanikolaou. Outside Fournier. From the arc. That shot off.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
32 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Napier. From beyond the arc. Rebounded by Papanikolaou. Fall passes to Papanikolaou. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Launches from deep. No good that time. And so the road team gets the W in this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was...
Happy holidays, everyone. Welcome to our coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Here's Papa Nicolau. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating. Nice execution by the offense, generating a good look.
Uses the glass on the layup.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Here's Balmaro. Fournier covering. Three-pointer off the mark. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. Facing off with Paul George tonight, I asked them what makes PG such a special player. Coach said, quote, well, he has a huge effect on the game. Paul can shut down your best scorer on one end and then put up 30 or 40 on the other. Tough to beat that. Paul George, he will have a lot to say about this one, guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. They set the pick. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
The officials were right on top of that one.
For the away team.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Here's Papa Nicolau. Pass to Vizenkov. 5 to shoot. A deep 3. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. Fournier covering. The 3. And the three-pointer goes. 5 points in the game.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Oh, swiped away. To the middle. Pass to Balmaro. Lets the 3 fly. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Vizenkov. Shot to stop the run. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Gets the 3 to fall.
I just love the ball movement.
It's a 6-point game. Fournier for 3. And it's Mirotic with the rebound. And there's 1:45 left to play in the first quarter. Drops in the 3.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Pass to Fournier. Beyond the arc. Over to the wing. Let's go with a 3. Knocks down the long J.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
We've got 1:08 left now in the first quarter. And that one's good. Vizenkov's got 5 now.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
43 seconds left in the first quarter. Outside Fournier. Just 5 to shoot. Fires in the triple.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Fires for 3. And it won't go. His first miss. He's 2 of 3 now. It's stolen away. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. The finish. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
Woohoo! Just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Here's Balmaro. Off target from 3-point range. Got it off in time. No good. Misses at the buzzer. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Leading by 7. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, I'll tell you what, throughout the first, they did a great job of just running their offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement.
Evans, that's good.
Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the floater.
Here's Brooks, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Nails it from 3. Of course, he's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Fast break, here we go. Here's Evans, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
First team foul.
Here's Brooks. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Brooks has gotten his second bucket.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Banked it in off the glass.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. It's a neck-and-neck game in Chicago. Here's Peters. And he hits it to tie the game.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Here's Brooks. Yep, count it. Brooks has got 6 in the quarter.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
On the take. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Dorsey. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
And there's a pick to the inside. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Oh, my! That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. And the shot's good. Dorsey's got 7 points.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Unloads. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. There's a minute 54 left to play in the first half. Puts up a deep 3. Can't hit that one.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
And it's Brooks missing. Here's Peters. Still without a bucket. Here's the pick. From deep three-point land. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. Inside, here's McCormick. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. And the free throw, no good. 59 seconds left in the first half. Pulls up on the wing. The shot by Evans, no good.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
Brooks outside. Three-pointer. Counted from distance. Brooks has got 9 points in the quarter.
Well, that's just excellent offense. If the defense is giving that up, you've got to take it.
Here's Dorsey. And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5. There's 31 seconds left in the first half. There's 21 seconds left in the first half. Shot clock at 6. McCormick powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Here's Dorsey. Sinks it from distance. Dorsey's got 12 points in the game. Tries a 3 off the inbound. No good on the buzzer beater. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Up by 4, and we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Thanks, as always, for watching.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. On the wing, Fournier. Just 5 on the clock. The 3 ball. Here's Vezenkov. Nice work on the boards, paying off with a basket. Vezenkov's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Home team foul. Sasha Vezenkov. First personal foul. First team foul.
And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Sends it home from three-point land. He's got 13.
Well, you know what's going to happen when he gets a good look. The defense has got to run him off the line.
He didn't have his feet planted.
First team foul.
Fournier for 3.
And they need his offense right now, but his shot is just not falling.
There's a screen. Pass to Mirotic. Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. Outside Fournier. Clock at 6. Puts up a deep 3. The long distance 3 is buried. Fournier's got 8. from downtown.
Yeah, very hot start out of halftime, making their first 3 shots, getting the looks that they want, and knocking them down.
This one for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Well, he's been more confident shooting it since the half. Let's see if that trend continues.
2 points. That one goes.
That's a perfect 4 for 4 to open up the second half. Couldn't have asked for a better start after the break.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Here's Papanikolaou, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
And down it goes. Jam that one home.
You can really see their confidence growing as this game has gone on. They have reason to believe that.
Yeah, they're in this one. They have some momentum on their side, and they just need to keep up the intensity. Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
And the layup is good off the glass. Give him 8 points now.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
1:21 left in the third quarter. No one covering.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Right side Fournier. Here's Vezinkov. And it's Mirotic with the rebound. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A. Keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
Pass to Fall. There's 45 seconds left in the third. And that one's good. Vezinkov.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
It's blocked. And they get it back. Here's Balmaro. Drives to the hoop. It's hauled in by Fall. Fall's got 5 rebounds tonight. For the lead. And he lays it in.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
And he gets it to go. He's 8 of 11 now.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Fournier for 3. That one doesn't drop. Here's Mirotic. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And the game's still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Up 1. And all right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Yeah, well, he looked like a pass-first point guard on this assist. Incredible instinct to feel the play develop and set up the score.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, over that break I was able to catch the message that the visiting team coach was giving to his team. Coach wasn't very animated in this tight game, but asked this of his team: how bad do you want it? Right now, this is all about who wants it more. So go out there and take it, guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. And Brooks drops them both. Here's Dorsey. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
For 3. And no good.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Here's Evans. 4-3. And the three-pointer goes. Neither team able to take a hold of this game.
Yeah, it's been a tight one. Numerous lead changes, very competitive.
Here's Dorsey. Pure from three-point range. Dorsey's got 5 points now in the quarter.
This is just what they needed right now. A strong defense and smart offense to give their slim lead a boost.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the three of his own.
Pass to Evans. Going inside. And he lays it up and in.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Great open look there.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
And he gets it to go.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
Well, it's always a big plus when you have a point guard that can attack the rim like that. Puts so much pressure on the defense.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Puts up a three. And he can't get that one. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Evans. Here he goes. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
And they've been relying on his three-point stroke all game. And he doesn't let them down when it matters most.
Well, it's one thing to hit threes when it doesn't matter. It's another to do it in clutch time. Takes a special player.
The home team calls timeout.
Home team, number 84, Evan Fournier.
A minute 58 left in the game. Evans, that's good.
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession. That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Out to the right wing. And he drives in. And how about that? 8 for 9 now.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nails all evening.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
Drills it from deep.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Good on the bucket.
Great pass to hit him in stride. Love to see teammates in sync with each other.
The three. No good. 8 for 12 from the field now.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
Here's Peters.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
55 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Evans. 6 to shoot. That three's off the mark. This is do or die time.
They must play flawlessly.
For 3. That shot is off. 8 for 13 so far. Out left to the wing. Here's Dorsey. No one near him. That shot off the mark. 19 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. 4-3. Fournier with a rebound. Here's Peters. The open J off the mark. And nails the tray.
Well, he saw the defender back, and he got the look he liked from three and capitalized.
So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm...